Hi guys, and happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a beautiful Tuesday. We are having another nor'easter, but the temperatures went up, so it's all torrential rain. It's just rain, damp, nasty, kind of, I don't know, just not conducive to arthritis or anything like that, but it is what it is, and at least it's not snow, I guess. I don't know, because I got to take my mom to the cardiologist this week, and they're going to do her pre-op testing, you know, whatever, because next week she'll go into the hospital. And so I won't be seeing Craig on Thursday. I don't know if I'll get there after that. I'm not sure. It just depends. But anyway, so it is a crappy day. And I actually think that I lost a couple of brain cells today because somehow I started watching a Harmony Korine documentary, and that led to a Bam Margera documentary. So I was like, holy crap, what am I doing? But anyway, that's what happens. You know, you go down these rabbit holes, and that's you never know where you're going to wind up with. All right, so today I'm drinking the last of the holiday ales that I could find. And this one is by New Belgium, and it's flavors of cranberry and spice and everything nice. New Belgium holiday ale. So the holidays are basically over, so let's get rid of our holiday ales, the only ones we could actually find. I did a little bit of thrifting between last week and this, and just a tiny bit. But I found, one day I found, I went to the local and I found this awesome Tabasco, McElhaney Company Tabasco since 1868 steak platter. You know, cast iron steak plate kind of thing. But I thought this was so beautiful, and I think I'm just going to hang it on the kitchen wall because I love this, and I love Tabasco. So that was a pretty cool find. I got that in the local. I also got an overall shorts with the tags still on it. Jean shorts, you know, for the summer. Tags still on it. Original price $58. I paid $3.50 for it. The tags were still on it, so I was pretty happy. Let's see. Let's read my notes. I also found this really sweet little shelf for the bathroom, and then I went in the Dollar Tree and I got this little bowl and candle, battery candle, and some sea glass to put in it. And it looks really, really pretty. And it's right here. And that did not have a price on it. So I went to one of my favorite little employees over there. His name is Dre. He's super sweet, super fun, super funny. Just a pleasure. And he got me a price on it. And I was pretty happy about that. And I think that's all I got that day. And one day I went to Hawthorne, and I found this awesome traffic light, which is behind me. You see it right here? I love that thing. And I also found this, which is going to be a new project. This is a leather vest with this heavy, heavy-duty hardware. And I love vests rather than jackets, you know, very often. I think this is beautiful, and I put some of my pins on it. I put my records. we call it patch that Raymond gave me a couple years ago. I put that on here, and I'm gonna put like a Joe Strummer thing on the back, and it's a work in progress, and I'm loving this. So this is my new project, all leather, heavy. It's like quilted, so it'll be very warm, and I'm pretty excited about it. So that was a fun find. And then I'm wearing my beautiful red fur thing because that's the kind of day it is. You just want to stay warm. It's just horrible out there. Really horrible. It's cold and wet and damp, and it's just so nasty. In fact, if it snowed, it would probably feel better than this. You know what I mean? So this is the kind of day you don't leave your house. And I didn't. Hence the Harmony Korine video and the Bam Margera video. So anyway, all right, let's do part 3 of the Clash stuff, because I found the 2 I was missing. Very fun. This is the Junko Partner picture disc I was talking about right here. And Raymond had given this to me for Christmas or birthday one year, but I found it. Very exciting. And of course I found my London Calling. So very, very excited to have found them, because it was driving me a little bit nuts, you know what I mean? And then I got 2 things, 2 Christmas presents to myself, because with Christmas money, I said these are 2 things I really have to have, and so I used my Christmas money for these. And the first one is this: If Music Could Talk, The Clash. Raymond turned me on to this. I didn't know about it. It was a music record store day thing, but it's interviews about Sandinista. Interviews and then music from Sandinista on here, and I love that kind of stuff, especially if they're talking to Joe. And of course on here we have 4 sides. So we have one side is Paul talking about it, side 2 is Mick, side 3 is Joe Strummer, and side 4 is Topper talking about the album. So this is going to be amazing to me. I just received it and I'm very, very happy about it. And the other thing, the thing that I really had to have, in fact, this was reviewed by Henry Rollins, and I'm going to put a link below of Henry talking about this set. This is a 7-record set. This is Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros. This is Joe Strummer 002, the Mescalero Years. And you know I'm a huge, huge fan of the Mescaleros. I was so blown away by what Joe was doing with the Mescaleros, so I had to have this. And this is a 7-record set. It's all 3 records remastered, and then there's 2 records of outtakes and demos and very cool things. In fact, I played something from the outtakes in today's podcast. I did a podcast this morning, which is now posted, and I played something really special from here in that podcast, which you can't get anywhere but here. So, 7-record set, book, art prints, just remarkable. Look at this thing. It's huge. And I have a lot of box sets and stuff. There's only certain artists that I have to have their box sets, like Orphans by Tom Waits, and I have the Mad Sin box set. I got some Beatles box sets, but box sets absolutely suck to store. They really do. And this one is ginormous. So, but I'm really, really excited to have this. And Watch Henry Rollins' review of this because he's really fun. You know, I love Henry, and he's a huge record collector, and he does a really fun review of that. Okay, now I thought I would show you something kind of special. One of my favorite things in the world, and that is this. This is my Fender. Peter's going to love this, I think. This is my Fender Joe Strummer edition. This is the Strummer Campfire guitar. And this was designed by Fender in collaboration, Fender and the Strummer estate designed this guitar. And you have the Strummer sticker inside. It says Joe Strummer Edition, built by Fender, and the Strummerville Campfire. Strummerville Campfires were very, very famous at the Glastonbury Music Festival. Joe was famous for his campfire hangouts. And everybody would play their guitar and just hang out, talk, sing, whatever. And I have a little bit of footage of the Strummer Campfire, so you can see it here.
Joe had a setup back here called Strummerville, which was like this camp where he could kind of, I guess, reason with the new talent. Because Joe really wasn't stuck back in '77. He was always actively looking for ways forward.
Yeah, is the major effect of Glastonbury. I've been coming for 20 years and only realised it about 2 days ago was its inspiration.
This is a spectacular guitar. It's very heavy. It's got mahogany back, sides, and neck. It's got a spruce top. It's got a walnut fretboard. It's got the Telecaster head stock here. It is absolutely beautiful. And one of the coolest things about this guitar, look at the fretboard. Look at the inlays on the mother of pearl. It is stars. Is that cool? And then on the back of the Telecaster head, you got Joe's signature. So it's just a beautiful thing. And it is matte black. I have another matte black guitar, but the problem with that guitar is the head is just way too wide for my little hands. It's just extremely wide. This one is much more comfortable, and it is just a beautiful guitar. I've never seen anything so beautiful. So, and me and Peter were like, we're talking about singing together. So, that's my guitar. So I thought I'd bring that out. I have several other guitars. In fact, when I was a kid, when I was 16, my dad bought me a guitar, an Ovation, which was my favorite guitar for many, many, many years. It's in the front room right now. It's buried. But the funny story about the Ovation guitar is that my dad bought it from Peter Lemongello. So I don't know if any of you know who he is, but that's who my Ovation came from. But this is my absolute favorite because this is, you know, it's a Joe guitar. And we have a beautiful, this is actually an electroacoustic. So you have a Fishman pickup on here. And it's just a glorious guitar. So, and since it's called the Campfire because it's a little bit smaller size, I believe Fender calls this the kind of like a parlor, but I think they call it the Malibu, and Malibu size, and it's better for me because I'm 5'2", and the size of this guitar is absolutely perfect for me. So that's my guitar. And in the summer, you'll see me and Peter messing around together. And that's it. That's my Strummerville guitar. So, I'm longing for spring. I can't take this weather anymore. Sunday it snowed all day. I kept saying, it's so cold. It's so cold. I can't stand it. My mother hit my arm and said, you sound just like your father. I was like, I can't take the cold. My mother would prefer to be a little bit chilly. She said it's invigorating. I cannot take it. I can't take it at all. So, I'm longing for spring, summer. I just can't wait. So anyway, guys, it's really funny. Me and my cousin, like I said, my cousin's mom died, and in the spring she's going to come here because she wants to scatter her mom's ashes up here. And she said she didn't want to put me out, by staying here. I was like, I could handle it for a couple days. But she goes, no, you're like me. We don't like people in our space. And so, unbelievably, absolutely unbelievably, my neighbor across the street has an Airbnb. So I texted my cousin and I said, my neighbor is running an Airbnb. And she was like, holy shit, what are the, she goes, that's where I'm staying. She goes, I don't have to worry about having brews and driving back to my hotel. And I said, nope, you just walk across the street, Because technically, she was going to stay by my mom's in the extra room. But I said, that's dumb. Don't do that, Stay here. But she's the same as me. She's exactly the same as me. You don't relax until the person is out of your house. It's just not my thing. But anyway, Airbnb right across the street. So I said, I'll talk to my neighbor, see if we can work something out, where he doesn't have to maybe pay the taxes on her stay if they don't do it through, online or whatever. But anyway, what are the chances? That's what we said. What are the chances? So anyway, guys, I think that's about it. New podcast up. I did a great new podcast today, and I really enjoyed it. I played it back a couple of times today while I was doing stuff around the house. And so the link will be below. And the link for Henry Rollins reviewing that Joe Strummer 002 will be below. And that's about it. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. Tink merch below. Radio Tink podcast link below. Patreon link below where you can become an Inner Circle member. And I will see you all next time. I love you all. Stay warm.